The big reveal.
Yes.
How's it going?
Who's the naughty?
Oh, it sure
Anybody
has been
the
me.
naughty? Not you. You're freaking me out with your mask. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight on this lovely Tuesday evening with our earlier than usual Halloween extravaganza? Because I couldn't make it next week, so we are doing it a week early. That's okay.
It's all right. I mean, we've been
right.
basically preparing for Christmas for a month in stores, so why not be Halloween a week early?
Oh, people are asking me to arrest them. How about that? Anybody want the Chad man to, I don't even know what he does. What does Batman do?
The Chad man, a.k.a. the Bark Knight, protects the Get My Go universe.
Is there ever a day where you don't mention Get My Go? Ever?
No.
I'm going to charge you every time you use it now on. That's free publicity. And they don't put me over on their show.
They do too. What I love is I don't really have this scowl on my face all the time, do I?
You have no expression. You look like a weird statue or a weird mannequin or something. You're creeping me out. It's like one of those dolls that come to life and kill people. What you look like. Which is appropriate for Halloween, I suppose.
Yes, it is.
But
so this is your costume. You went with the cop?
Okay, so I went with a sexy cop, and I'll tell you why. Welcome in, everybody. Everybody's coming in. People are starting to comment in the chat. It's nice to see everyone. So this past weekend, I actually went to a Halloween party. I went with my girl Betty, and we had no idea what to expect. We went to Atlantic City. We went to the Borgata, and first of all, I was told that you had to be in costume when you checked into the party because they were giving out free play, right? I think because of the MGM hack that happened in Las Vegas and Atlantic City, they were just trying to get people back in. So they offered like $400 worth of free play if you showed up in a costume to this party. So I was just like, well, that's $400 free that I can use to, play a slot machine or something. I don't have to spend my own money. This is great. I bought a costume from Amazon, and it was a zombie cheerleader. And I'll show it to you right now because I took a picture, and it was cute.
You should have sent it to me. I would have put it on the screen.
Oh, I can send it to you instead. Yeah. I'll do that. So we got dressed up and we go there and I'm walking. No, can I just text you? It's too long to email. Oh, all right. I'll text you. Right. I just sent it to you. Okay. So anyway, I'm walking through the casino and nobody's dressed, right? It's like 5:00. And we're walking. Betty was a witch, and she was in she looked very pretty. She was in like a Victorian, one of these like long gowns that came up real tight around the neck and had the long sleeves, and it went down to her ankles. Like she looked like she should have been in like 1800s or something, but she had like a witch's hat and a broom. And I had this outfit on, which I sent you, and you'll see in a minute. We had to walk through the casino to get to the event center, and you had to go up an escalator and stuff. And I didn't see anybody in a costume. And I'm like, do we have the right night? Like, do I look at an idiot? What's going on? And here, you didn't have to be in your costume until the party started at 7:00. But I was told to get your $400, they had to see you in a costume. Which was not the case. You just said, oh, I'm coming back in a costume, and everybody got $400. Like, it was the easiest thing ever. But I was dressed walking through the casino in this outfit that he's going to show you.
Yep, I'm going to pull it up now.
Yeah. And so, but I spent a lot of time on it. And people were staring at me, and then
I can see why this is. This is pretty ridiculous.
I
So
was going
hold
to wear
on.
it tonight, but I was so tired because I just was doing stuff all day, and I was just like, I don't feel like doing that gory makeup. And I found this, and I was like, I'm going to be a hot cop, a hot
Well,
police officer.
in past years, you've done zipper face. You've done
Yeah,
the
it
old
was.
lady.
This is lame. I know, guys. I'm so sorry. I was so tired today. But I thought maybe like the girls can come out tonight and maybe people would get a kick out of it. And yeah, there I am. I was a zombie. I didn't have my pom-poms in my hand, but I was like the zombie cheerleader and I had blood all over me and I ruined
How
my
long did that take? Jesus Christ.
it took a while. Yeah, it took a while. And but I was getting so many compliments, but like if you didn't get this invite to the party, you didn't know that there was a Halloween event going on. So the people that were staring at me, I mean, everybody was staring at me as I was walking through this casino because I had to walk all the way to the event center. It's far, it's a nice walk from the lobby to the event center. So people were just looking at me like I was insane and they're whispering, like, is there a Halloween party? We didn't know there was a Halloween party. What is that girl wearing? Like, what is going on? Some people got right in my face, was like, oh my God, you look so good. Other people were like, what the hell are you doing? Like, I was getting so many different responses. But like we didn't know what this party was. So we got in line, obviously, and we were talking to this really nice older lady in front of us. And apparently they have one. I guess they had one last year and I wasn't invited to that one, but I got invited to this one. And she was like, don't go to dinner. They're having a full buffet, free drinks, open bar. There's going to be lobster. It's going to be great. And I'm like, really? So here she was right. There were lobsters and there were shrimps that were bigger than my head and like chicken and steak, like everything you could imagine they had in this buffet. And then as soon as you got off the escalator, there was a lady there with a tray and she handed you a drink. It was very fancy, very fun. They gave away 2 cars.
Oh, shit.
A bunch more money, and I didn't win another thing that night, but I didn't care because I was having such a good time. They played really good music. There was a DJ. I mean, we had such a good time. It was great. But that was my costume. That was what I was supposed to be tonight, and I was just too tired to do it. And to be quite honest with you, I didn't feel like washing all the makeup off after because we're starting. This is late for me. We're starting a little late tonight, and I was just like, I'm just going to be a cop.
Yes, I made the mistake of asking you like a regular question just in the middle of the day, and you were having a great time.
We were drinking. We were drinking. It was fun. We were drinking sangria and Fireball. So I think when you had texted me, I was like too big. They were this big. I was too in. And I was just like, woo!
That was great. Because my question was just a regular show question, and your response was, I'm drunk.
I was a little tipsy. It was such a good weekend. It was so fun. And because of the free play and stuff, like I think I didn't even lose that much money at all. I think I lost like $100 for like we were there for 3 days. And we gambled and stuff, and I didn't lose practically any money. So that's a win in my book. And I got a lobster dinner for free. And then the night before we ate at the Italian restaurant, and that was comped. And so I really, I tipped, but other than that, I mean, how do you get lobsters for free? I don't know, but I did.
$400, lobsters for free, zombie
awesome.
cheerleader. I mean, how can you put any price on any of that?
It was great. And it was so fun. And I just liked seeing, like, I was trying to walk like a zombie. After I saw everybody staring at me, I kind of went dead face and I was just like, kind of trying to limp and stuff. But, hey, Dan, our first super chat of the evening, $4.99. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, that's fun. What's that?
I'm sorry. When there's a super chat, you're going to get a nice little sound effect.
Little screech moment going on. I like it. Dan, you know what you're doing. You're going in. Oh, you can't see it. Oh my God, you can't see the Charles.
No.
Well, here it is.
It out.
Here it is. The Charles chip jar. Chip jar. I'm putting you in, Dan. Yeah, so it was a really fun weekend and had a good time. The week before, I forgot to talk about this one. We went to Great Adventure, right? And there was this ride there. Now, I'm a big wuss. I don't know how many of you like roller coasters and stuff. Man, I like kiddie roller coasters. I'm not like a big like roller coaster person. I don't like drops and dips. They freak me out. So if I'm going somewhere I've never been before, I go to YouTube and I look up all the rides, right? Oh, our man Vinnie, hold on. I'm stopping my story. Hi, beautiful Queen and Chad. You both look great. I have to go as I am once again in Vegas visiting family. Vinnie, have a great stream and a wonderful week. Well, Vinnie, if you win, we will contact you and figure something out. But thank you, doll, for the super chats and give your family our best. And if you're going to play slots, win.
Vinnie,
Win.
Vinnie, I've said it before and I'll say it again.
What was that? Have a good time, bitch.
Welcome to prime time, bitch.
Oh, welcome to prime. Jesus.
Courtesy of my man, Freddie Cruz.
Thank you. Thank you, Vinnie. Have a great time in Vegas. I'm writing it right now. In the
Did you reveal the prize?
No, not yet.
Okay. All right.
Do you want to?
No. Continue with your story.
Oh, okay. All right. So Dan gets one. Vinnie gets two. Got you. So anyway, so I go to YouTube and I have to watch. I watch all the rides and stuff because I'm just the big puss and I'm scared and I want to know what I'm getting on. You know what I mean? So there was this one ride. It was like it was like a big skull thing and it's a roller coaster. And we watched it. And like me and my kids were like, that looks like a baby ride. You could totally do that, Mom. And I'm like, you think so? And they're like, yeah, baby ride. Hold on. We have another. Hey, I think this costume is really working. Oh my gosh. James is here. Hey, James, here's casino money back. Thanks, James. Trick or treat. How's the cop's feet? This is my gimmick now. Oh my God. How's the cop's feet? What does that mean? James, you're going in the Charles chip jar. My feet are fine. They're in fuzzy socks right now because the bottom is kind of cold. But thank you for the super chat. And you, my dear, are going in the Charles chip jar. Hold on. I'm just putting James Lack. There we go. Thanks, James.
Diggs.
There we go. And then Diggs stuff with a $5 super chat. Thanks, Diggs. Appreciate that. You're going in the Charles chip jar as well. Love it. Good start here. Ooh. Big stuff. Diggs, what kind of stuff do you have? Oh, that song freaks me out too. That used to be on the Wildwood Boardwalk at the big haunted mansion ride, and they would play that right at the entrance. We never went in, but we would watch. It was a boat ride. We'd sit there and we'd watch all the boats go in. That song would freak me to F out all the time. But anyway, getting back to my story. So, no, the jar is what you go into every time somebody donates $5, and we pick a prize at the end. So you're in there twice for your generous super chat. So thank you for that. So anyway, this ride, thought it was a baby ride. We see it. We're there now, right? We see it. So I'm like, oh, isn't that the ride that we watched on YouTube that was like a baby roller coaster? I could totally do that. It wasn't a baby roller coaster. It was in the dark and I almost crapped my pants. I was screaming the whole time. Talk about drops in the dark. It was like Space Mountain, but with bigger dips. If you never went on Space Mountain, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. It's in the dark. You don't know where you're going. And I freaked out and I screamed the whole time. And then they all laughed at me. All the rows were laughing at me because I said I disowned my family.
That's great.
But yeah, I freaked out. But it was nice there because it wasn't crowded, but a lot of the rides were closed. And I don't know why. Maybe because it's off season, but it was still fun.
Perhaps.
But literally was $80 for lunch.
Oh my, really?
For lunch.
Oh my
Chicken
God.
tendies, like $20 for chicken tendies.
Were they good?
They were peppery, and I hate pepper. So we were like, oh, it's a little hot in here. Oh, I'm sweating. Oh, I'm so warm. I was like, what is with these chicken tenders, man? For $20, I ate them. I wasn't going to not eat them, but I ate them. So I don't know, but it was fun. And Borgata was great and had a great time. And, I was tipsy, but I remember everything. Met some fun people, did a little dancing. Oh, $10 super sticker. Notorious PIG Gaming. Thank you. And look at his picture. Ooh.
That's the Notorious PIG.
That is fancy. Well, you're going in the Charles Ship Jar 2 times. I'm just going to write P. Now, what is that? Is that's England?
Yeah.
England. Okay. Got you. Thank you for your generous, you're going in. See, I do this. You kind of can say it. Charles Ship Jar.
Look, you're down there in the prison. I mean, I'm in the back cave. You're in the prison. We're in an undisclosed location tonight.
Yeah. Well, Charles Ship Jar. Click. Thank you, Pig. Yeah, so that was this was my weekend. So it was fun. And like I said, when you don't really lose any money and you get to play for 3 days and just have a good time and have your girls' weekend, I'm all for it, It was a good time.
Can't deny a girls' weekend.
And we only do it every 2 to 3 months. It's not like I go a lot. So when I do go, I try and go hard. But what about you? I heard you were a little junkie poo.
Yeah, I went to a wedding over the weekend. Had a good time.
You hate weddings, though.
It was my cousin's wedding, so had a great time with family. It was Long Island, so long trip. Not a bad ride for once going and coming back. Got to drive through New York City easily, so kids got to see New York City, which is nice.
Did you sleep over?
Yes, we did. Beautiful hotel, very nice. Hyatt Regency, Long Island.
Excuse me one moment. Betty says girls' weekends are the best. They certainly are, Betty, and we're going back. And I can't wait to see you again. And Betty and I have a weekend coming up with the Chad Man.
Yes.
That we'll promote later on. But
yes, you'll be with the Secret Identity, though.
Secret Identity.
The Secret Identity of Chad Man.
Oh my God, Jay, where have you been, sir? I have not seen Jay in a hot minute. He says, "Oh my God, you look incredible, my queen." Well, thank you. Do you think Officer Francine would have been a great gimmick in ECW? Well, I feel like the girls can probably get away with more than the guys could. I think if a guy in ECW kind of dressed up as a cop, they'd be like, because gimmicks didn't go over that well. But I think if I came out in this or one of the other girls, I think it would have went over. Yeah, for sure.
Somebody dressed up as a cop would have gotten beat up by 911 or some monster, Sid. Somebody would have come out and killed them within 2 seconds.
If they'll beat up Santa Claus, they'll beat up anyone. So,
But you also got beat up by 911. So, I mean, we can't really say that was an example that was worth it.
I did get beat up by 911. How dare he? But I love Al.
Oh, I got one for Jay here. There you go.
Wait, oh my gosh. Do you have?
No, I didn't load that one in. I was afraid it would get flagged for copyright.
Oh no, I just did it.
No, you can do it, but I was afraid that the sound effect would get flagged.
Jay, Charles Ship Jar Doll, thank you.
No, it was a great weekend. What can I say? It was, it was, the ride was long, whatever. It was one overnight. I'll live, but no, it was good. All good.
It was good. What were you drinking?
Screwdriver.
Okay, at the party, I was drinking jungle juice. And she described it as having like 5 different liquors. Betty, if you're in here, what was in there? Like blueberry, vodka. There was a bunch of stuff in there, but there was like 5 different liquors in it. And it was freaking good, man. And every time she came over, she's like, "Hey, ladies, jungle juice." And we're like, yeah, it was awesome. It was so fun. Loved it. But what did
screwdrivers were stiff.
Screwdrivers are vodka and orange juice.
Yes, and they were stiff as a son of a bitch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
well,
I was loving it.
I won't have another weekend like that for a very long time. But when I do, I enjoy myself. So
well, I hopefully when you come here, we make it to the show the next day. So.
Well, hey man, I mean, we might have to film our shenanigans.
I agree. Yes. Yeah, but I mean that's what I'm saying. I hope we don't have too much fun.
Yeah, well, it's a late start the next day, so we'll be okay.
But we got a little bit of a ride.
Can I throw on this cop hat?
Why not? Yeah, maybe they'll get us out of the ticket.
Very long. My hair takes the longest to do when I do these things. What else was I going to tell you? What else? Oh, who wants to hear about health? Does anybody care?
Geez. Another update. Here we go. Strap in, folks.
I am at the point where I am like, I'm going to like scream. So I get this phone call the other day, and it's my doctor's office, right? Now I already made my GI appointment. I already made my gynecologist appointment. My primary's done, all this stuff. The lady goes, "Oh, doctor said, how did they put it? Calcified things in my kidneys, kind of like kidney stones, but not. You have to go see a urologist now."
Okay.
And I go, "What?" I said, "I didn't even get my colonoscopy yet." She goes, "Yeah, well, after you do that, you have to go see another doctor." And I was just like, "Oh my God." Angela's here. $5 super chat. Hello, Queen and Chad. I'm here for my spooky sound. Oh, Angela, you're getting a good one. Give her a good one.
I'm gonna give her my favorite one out of them all, which was, well, it was "Welcome to Prime Time, Bitch," but I'm gonna go with this one.
Creepy.
Gynecologist is so lucky. Come on, that's low hanging fruit.
Where is it? There we go, honey. You're going in the Charles Chip Show. Angela, I love saying that. I just love it. Thank you, doll. Yeah. So now it's like I have to find a urologist, and I'm so over. Like, I don't want to go. I really don't want to go. Is it bad if I just leave this calcium stuff in my kidneys? Do we have a doctor in the house? Can anybody help me out?
I'm going to think calcium in the kidney is not good.
Not good? Oh, my God.
That man thinks that's not good.
Well, you know what? I guess I need to find one. I'm trying to get everything done by December 31st because we met our deductible. But, man, I still have a bunch of appointments left to do that I haven't gotten done yet. I'm like, I'm tired of it. I just want to be home.
After you piss in the cup, do you go, EC dub, EC dub?
No,
if you get it all in, if you don't like this.
God, I go, okay, who's going to take this from me? Get it out of here.
Well, no, but I'm saying when you get it all in, you go, yes, EC dub, EC dub.
Yeah, when I overflow the cup because I can't hold my urine. It's so ridiculous. I'm just so over being like finding new things, I mean, I guess it's good that I'm getting everything checked and figuring it out, but I did not expect to have to find a urologist at this point. I just thought, a gastro was enough. And I guess not.
And if you want the whole journey, you join our YouTube channel and you can hear all about it in the last 2 full episodes we posted. Both parts of both halves of the first of those episodes are the whole entire journey from start to finish.
What can I say? Stuff's going on, and I have to fill everybody in because that's the way it is. But anyway, we're going to get the test done, and we're going to see what happens, and then we're going to take the next step. So I'm trying not to freak out unless I have to. You know what I mean? I'm just going to these doctors, getting stuff done, and then praying for the best.
Let me share something with the viewers that I don't know if they saw. It was on your Twitter. You liked it. It was a picture from 90s WrestleCon that you shared. That I guess it was from a Japanese website.
So Bubba had texted me and said, "Oh, did you see this? If you want to put it on Twitter, go ahead."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, okay."
So this picture was taken, but it ended up on a Japanese site. It didn't end up on any other page. It was only in Japan.
I don't know who took that picture, to be honest.
That's a great shot.
Yeah, and that's the one I was called over at the last minute. That the three of them were already posing, and Bubba's like, "Get in here," and because I was, I sat next to Devon that day. I said, "Oh, okay." So I just happened to lean on Kevin, and here's the picture. But I like it; it's cute.
What a pairing. I just thought that was such a cool picture, but then I was like, what the heck website was this that was posting it?
Yeah, some Japanese deal.
You're over in Japan.
What's that?
You're over in Japan.
I'm over in Japan, Bangladesh, and the Philippines by trade. Cody, $2 super chat sending prayers your way. Thank you, Cody. I appreciate that. That's very sweet of you. So I don't know if that made a Japanese magazine that quickly or if it's just a Japanese website. But yeah, that's exactly what Bubba texted me. We're over in Japan.
No, did he really?
Yeah, that's what he texted me. And I was like, oh, awesome. Okay, very good. Anyway, the health thing is freaking me out. But again, I was told I need to drink more water. So my husband bought me this gigantic, really big, and it's green because green's my favorite color, and he bought me a green one because he's thoughtful that way. But I'm trying to drink more water and just, figure it out. Oh, look, he's disappearing. Wow.
Big Ned in the chat.
Where? Hey, Ned.
Big Ned.
Ned, let's be nice. Ned, your promo, by the way, I retweeted. Look at Ned doing this promo in one.
I gotta see it.
Oh, it's on my Twitter. You can see it.
I didn't.
Ned, were you there's no way he was reading a teleprompter. He was in a gym. He cuts this 8,000-minute promo and never skips a beat. And I'm like, oh my God, you lost me on the first sentence. I would have had to do 50 takes probably. It was awesome.
On the ceiling to get Ned.
Happy Halloween. Yeah, right? Somebody was holding up cue cards for Ned.
That's what I like to think. Later.
Ned, sometimes I'm a one taker, but it depends on how many things I have to say. But you, my friend, are an actor, and you did it flawlessly, might I add. But very good, Ned. I'm looking forward to seeing you.
By the looks of it, Ned's been following my gym routine, so good job.
Ned is, big Ned knows what he's doing. Ned, when am I going to see you again? I don't know. Hopefully soon. Everybody, Ned was in How I Met Your Mother. He was the tall guy.
He played one of Marshall's brothers.
The brother, yeah. The very tall one.
They picked on him. Marshall was the runt of the family. Yeah, he was huge too. So I mean,
he was like
so great. Come on, he was huge.
Ned's legit like 7 feet tall, so you can't miss him. Some dates coming up. Oh wow, do tell. Am I booked for those? I don't know. Am I on that schedule? Because I don't know. I know Shane and I are together December 2nd. I believe it's Wisconsin.
Oh, hey now.
It's for David Hero.
Oh yeah, Blizzard Brawl.
Yes, I think it's Wisconsin.
Huge show, yeah.
Yeah, big signing out there. Me, Shane, and Fonzie was just
nice.
at it. So he texted me, and he was very excited. Hey, Daddy, we're going to be together. Fonzie loves Francine. That's what he does. He always texts me. It's so cute. I love it, Ned. You're welcome all the time. So it's fine. But yeah, the next big one is Virginia. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, a couple weeks out. It'll be here before you know it. I mean, the fact that Christmas is 2 months from today is insane.
Unreal. And
tomorrow.
My Disney trip is 3 months.
Wow.
Which we were talking about this today. I'm like, how did the time pass so quickly? I feel like we just took it in a way, but then I feel like so much time has gone by, but everything's booked. So now, are you going Christmas?
I'm not sure.
Oh my God, you have to get your life.
Yeah, I know. I'm not sure. So okay. I can't confirm the moment.
Okay.
But what was I going to say here? Yeah. Christmas 2 months from tomorrow. Thanksgiving 1 month from today.
Yes. Okay.
That's freaking nuts.
It is nuts. because this year has just like flown by.
Yes.
I decided I'm getting my bathroom kind of remodeled.
Okay.
That's something I'm doing too. That's my next project in my house. I just bought a new glass door for our walk-in shower, and I'm going to get my flooring done. And I picked it out already, so I'm excited about that. That's about it. That's all I got going on now.
Well, can I give you an update to one of our videos from last week?
Sure. I would love that.
So if you followed the Eyes Up Here YouTube page last week, we had a ton of content, but one of the specific ones was about some of the lack of attendees of some of the recent AEW shows. And maybe that's becoming a problem. Maybe it's not, right? To some, maybe it's just that they're running too big of a venue. And look, they're doing what they can with the fans that are coming. That could be it. Maybe they're selling tickets that are suitable for what they need, but the venue's just huge. Here's where I think that this could be a problem, okay? This past week, I think it was last week's Dynamite, Sting announced his retirement, or the retirement tour. He's got a date in mind. He's going to be finishing up, okay? Here is what the crowd looked like for Sting's retirement announcement. Can you see that? Is it too far away?
I mean, I can see it.
Okay. That's during Sting's promo. That is what it looked like.
Okay. Again, we talked about this on the other show. That is not the side that they showed on TV.
No, it's not.
Right. The side that they showed on TV was full, and you can tell because look at all the heads.
Right.
Everybody was pushed to hard camera. But again, how big is this arena? We don't know, right?
Right.
What were ticket sales? We don't know. Somebody had commented on the other video that they had sold 4,000 tickets.
Okay. I'm going to show you. How about Impact Wrestling's Bound for Glory? Okay. Want to see what that looked like? Bound for Glory. Look at that. Look at that crowd.
Yeah, and that's great, and that's a great sized building.
Exactly. Looks fantastic. Optics are everything. Small venue, packed.
Yep.
Packed.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me show you for Exhibit B. Samoa Joe cutting a promo.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That is terrible. I don't care if it's in a 30,000 seat arena. That you cannot have that.
Is this the same building that Edge was in?
It
looks like the same setup.
This says AEW last night. So October 22nd. So this was this was Friday night's show. No,
it wasn't this. But is it the same venue? Did they travel?
No, this was the next week, I think.
It looks like the same kind of setup. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with their ticket sales. I don't know why they're not drawing. When they first opened up, man, they were, like we said, they were getting like 10,000, 15,000 in the seats for their Dynamite on Wednesday nights. Could it be it's just too many shows? Ticket prices might be too expensive, maybe. A lot of the comments said, the economy's not good. People can't afford to go out these days. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I hate to say it's the talent's fault because everybody worked so hard. You know what I mean? Like everybody's out there busting their asses. It's got to be like, to me, they just have to get smaller buildings. It would look so, and I'm not saying 1,000-seat arena. They don't have to do that. But even if they got like a 5,000-seat arena, and then if they have to tarp off the tops, like I said, make the cameras tighter. Make that shot a tight shot. Still look great for TV. And 4,000 people, that's nothing to sneeze at. That's a good house.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't think it's good because they had bigger houses in the past, but that's nothing to be ashamed of. That's not an indie show. You know, an indie shows you're drawing like 100 or 200 people. You're drawing 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people. You got something special going on. So I just think that he needs to just get out of these big fancy arenas, go to the smaller ones. He'll save some money as well and spend that money elsewhere for the next ex-WWE guy who comes in.
Exhibit C.
Oh, no. There's another one.
If it comes, it's a little slow. Raw this past week. Look at that.
Well, now, okay. So I've seen pictures. Now, we have to be fair because everybody has been saying we hate on AEW so much. I've seen pictures of WWE where they had one side that was empty as well. So, you know, maybe this is the hard camera side.
No, this is hard camera side, but look down.
I see a lot of red.
Look down right here. So if this is the hard cam side right here, I see people here. I see people here. So now here to the right is the production side. There's a little production booth that they have on the hard cam side. Right here's another production booth to the left on the hard cam side. That's still pretty full. So
I don't know. I'm just saying it happens to the best of us. It happens to all the companies. It's not just AEW. I've seen pictures of emptiness in WWE as well. We're not haters. We're just reporting what we see for the week.
Oh yeah, no. I said it a couple times. I think that the Adam Copeland signing is a great signing for AEW, and I want that to be successful. And I think the feud with him and Christian will be great. Mm-hmm. But the rest of the show needs to catch up to it because somebody just said here in the comments, it's the booking that is the problem, not the talent.
Let's see what Jay has to say. When AEW was here in Portland a while back, they didn't even have the show at the WNBA arena. They were at a small convention center. Oof. Jay, did you go to that? And did they sell that out? And you're going back in the Charles chip jar, by the way, for that $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Just curiosity, you know, if it's a smaller arena, was it full? Did they sell it out? You know, it just looks so much better for TV, in my opinion. And again, morale for the boys. You walk out, you're in a 15,000 seat arena and you only have it a third full. My eyes would go to the empty seats before they went to the seats that were full. Oh, Jay's a member for 6 months. Thank you, Jay. Channel member for 6 months. Wow. That's awesome.
You get a channel member for 6 months. You get exclusive content.
That's right.
You get to get super stickers, emojis.
Yeah, and if you join channel member tonight, you're entered in the Charles chip jar as well. So it's $5.99 for the month, if anybody's concerned or curious. But yeah, I'm just wondering, like, if you know, if people in the office are realizing, like, hey, maybe we did make a mistake. Why are we booking all these huge arenas? Do they think that maybe one town they'll strike it rich and they'll get lucky and they'll fill that town? You know what I mean? It's like, just go for the smaller venues. That's what I would do if I was in charge.
Yeah.
You know, and then work on your product and then make it your goal the next time you're in that town to maybe get 1,000 more tickets sold. And then you can go to a bigger arena, but sell out the smaller ones first. You know, has Tony tweeted?
I haven't seen anything.
Okay. I don't know.
We scared him off.
Our show. Jay said, I didn't get to go, but I know the venue they were at could only hold 2,000 people. I'm sure they sold it out then. I would think 2,000 wouldn't be a problem for them to sell out. And I'd rather say I turned people away than to have an empty arena going. That's embarrassing.
Yeah. Portland's a great wrestling city too. Mm-hmm. So that's sure. It has to be a clamoring for that. Did you ever wrestle out there in Portland?
Don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think ECW went to Portland, but I don't know if I did an indie show out there or not. You know, my brain.
Yeah, it's a tough. It's honestly, I mean, it's an area that not a lot of people get out to. So that's why,
I want to say no, They're in Alaska. I've never been to Alaska.
Really?
You know? Mm-mm.
Alaska's tough. That's another toughie. I know there's guys that have been in the business just as long as you too have never been there. So you're not by yourself in that.
I was supposed to go to Hawaii. I was booked.
Oh.
Yeah, I was booked to do a seminar in Hawaii, and 9/11 happened.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man.
Yep.
Come on.
Yeah, 9/11 happened, and I got a deposit sent to me, and just kept the deposit and never got to go to Hawaii. So I was that close.
Hawaii, Alaska, and I think Australia are always like 3 very like exotic wrestling areas to get booked in, right? Does that just sounds like when you I don't know, I just hear when guys get booked there, it just seems like those are always like a good or like a rare place to go.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how much really goes on out there.
Australia is super tough because of the flights.
Yeah. Well, there was a guy who tweeted at me today for some kind of convention in the UK. And he's like, we need ECW there and blah, blah, blah. And he named up, a bunch of us on the thing. And I've never been to the UK. I've been asked to go before. But I've never crossed the pond.
And how about you never asked to get booked on any of those Nigeria tours, were you?
No. No, they didn't contact me.
Jane was telling me a story about getting booked in Nigeria, and it was hilarious. And like every time those guys go there.
Yeah. Did he go?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He wrestled Barbarian.
Oh.
And Barbarian got cut really badly during the match. And, he's just telling me all like the calamity that went like into getting Barbarian stitched up.
The hospital and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, it was just incredible. But you just hear all the just nuttiness about guys going over to Nigeria and wrestling.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. We were talking about going overseas. I think a promoter wanted me and him to go. I don't know if it was to England or it might have been Australia. I can't remember, but it was like a month tour. And I can't leave for a whole month.
That's a long time.
That's a really long time. And I mean, the money was probably wonderful. I didn't even get to the money part because I was like, a month? Are you kidding me? I can't barely leave for 3 days, let alone like 30. You know what I mean? Like that's really long. But then he was saying like it was when all the flights were being canceled.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, well, what if we go over there and then we're stuck and we can't get home? I said, I can't do that. I got kids. How am I supposed to be? You'll
be with the Wiggles.
Oh, they're my favorite. I love them. But yeah, if you think about it, like if you take a chance and you go over there and then you can't get home, what do you do?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I would cry so bad. That'd be awful. So I tend to just take stuff that's like in the US. I'm just afraid to go outside of the United States, and you never know what's happening with all this craziness in the world. I just want to be in my house. I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to stay home and be safe.
It's the best place to be, in my opinion.
I know this world is nuts, but anyway, but yeah, back to Tony Khan. Like I'm so tired of people saying, oh, I can't wait for their demise. I'm laughing at them. They're going down, blah, blah, blah. It's like, if you stop and think about it, what about all the guys who would lose jobs if that company folded?
Yeah.
Don't you feel bad for them? Because I do.
Yeah.
I have friends that work there and it's like, as bad as you would think the product is right now, it's like, why wish them demise? I don't know. I just think that's a little too far.
I definitely don't want to see them go out of business at all.
No.
I just want to see them right a lot of the wrongs that I think none of us thought they would make, because they were supposed to be this outside of the box promotion that was supposed to not make the same mistakes that every promotion before them made.
Well,
and I think that's what everybody's just kind of like shaking their head at. It's like there's so many stories and templates out there that they really should have avoided and not followed, and they just kind of stepped in a lot of doo-doo along the way.
I thought when you stepped in, oh no, it's when you get pooped on. That's good luck.
No, yeah, that's it. The bird flying overhead and dropping a little present on you.
Dropping a little turd on you is supposed to be good luck, I hear.
That happened to my wife walking on a boardwalk once.
Yeah. Did she win a car after that? Did something good happen to her? I don't know.
We got married not shortly after.
Oh, wow. She hit the jackpot on that one.
She did win a pretty good prize, if you ask me.
That's hilarious.
Chad, man.
Yeah. But anyway, what else is going on? Did we see anything special? I didn't really see that much news this week. I just thought we'd come on here and kind of chit chat. And
yeah, just thought it was time for our Halloween annual. Every year we do it.
Yes, we do it. And again, this year is a little early because I have stuff going on, but didn't want to miss it. So we wanted to come on and say hey to everyone and see what's happening. So I have something funny. Somebody tweeted me. Somebody tweeted me something, a picture of something. And when I clicked it,
oh boy.
Yeah. When I clicked it, it was, oh my God, who's the guy? His name, the one that kept getting in trouble at the airport.
Matt Riddle?
Matt Riddle. Yeah. So when I clicked it, it was him naked, swinging his bird around.
What?
It took me to another
What?
Apparently it was a leaked video from before.
Right.
Somebody tweeted at me, and it wasn't the picture of Matt. It was I thought I was in an article or something. I said, let me read, and I click it, and it's his video.
Oh my God. He can't get out of his own way.
I said, what the hell is this? Why is this person tweeting me?
How was
his
his
swing?
swing?
He tucks it in his pants and goes along his way.
Was his swing, was he swinging good? How was the swing?
I said to my, what did I just click on? What is this? It was weird. It was just weird. I don't know why I was tagged.
Can't imagine why they got rid of him.
I can't imagine why this person made me click this link and showed me. I'm telling you, anybody else who does that, they're getting blocked. I'm sick of this nonsense. Yeah. So I thought that was funny.
He's a strange bird.
I said, does he have an OnlyFans page? Like, what is going on here?
He might. I'll tell you.
Angela wants to know if we have any ghost stories.
I've never had any encounters.
Like paranormal, right? No, I don't.
No, nothing for me.
I was hoping that my mom would send me some kind of a sign. Like I'm walking around the house, like when I turn off the lights and it's all dark, I go, okay, Mom, are you going to do something now? Should I be scared? Like what's going on? Nothing.
Don't be afraid.
I'm waiting for something to happen. They say if you find a feather or a penny. Did you ever hear that stuff? Like
I've heard ladybug.
A lady. Well, it's winter. It's fall.
So we've seen ladybug pop up on like the screen porch. So
I saw stink bug.
That's grandma.
I heard a butterfly.
A cardinal could be the same thing.
Red robin.
Or red robin, maybe that was it. Yeah.
Red robin. Yeah.
After my uncle died a few years ago, we had that happen.
You saw red robin. Oh.
Yep.
I just keep saying and I waited for my dad too. My dad never sent me a sign and he's been gone forever, but I'm like, Ma, I'm right here. What are you going to give me? And I haven't gotten anything yet. And then I close the light, shut the light off and I feel scared. And then I run into,
Yeah, no, I haven't had any. I mean, and I lived in a town in New Jersey when I was little that was supposedly very, very, very haunted. Keyport, New Jersey. When I was growing up, apparently Keyport, New Jersey, It was on the on the Jersey Shore, but apparently very, very, very paranormally like dominated, and there was
Really?
tons of activity. And where I lived, we never saw anything, but just everybody had a story. Every building was like an old, psychiatric something, or an old police station that was, there a fire and inmates died or something. It's crazy, but I never saw anything.
So are you the type of person that is scared? See, I don't like Halloween, despite like me getting dressed up and doing all this crazy stuff to my face and stuff. I'm not a fan. I'm glad my kids, they don't dig it either. So we don't even trick or treat anymore or anything. It's been years since we've trick or treated. They just don't like it. Right. I have never been one to want to walk through like the mazes or like the horror nights, or like that would literally scare the bejesus out of me. Can you do haunted houses? And
I'll do those. Yeah, I
you
absolutely.
It doesn't bother you.
The thing in Philly, the terror behind the walls, that the jail, horrible.
Yeah, you said you did that, right?
Hated everything. It was just people jumping out and going blah, 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 and just trying to, just spook you. Versus like, I like the stories. Give me a story. Each room had this, or somebody was killed in this area. No, not somebody jumping out with a mask going blah 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 with the chainsaw. No, hate that.
So I told this story before, but there might be new people here. There's this place in Florida, and I don't know what it's called, but it's a walk-through haunted house attraction. And I'm telling you, I think it's the only one I've ever done in my life. I did not want to do it. I was literally crapping my pants. And it was me, Tommy Dreamer, Sign Guy Dudley, and it was his girlfriend at the time. The four of us went. And I think it was the one with the big skull. Mm-hmm. People know what I'm talking about. There's like a big skull on the outside. But we were waiting to go in, and I was literally hyperventilating. I didn't want to do it. They were forcing me. I said, let me sit in the car. No, you can't sit in the car. Forced me to do it. So this guy comes out, and he's dressed as like, I don't know, who's the guy with the hook thing, the Grim Reaper, maybe, I don't know. And he's looking at the crowd. There's a bunch of us waiting to get in. And he walks right up to me and he goes, you. I go, I go, And he goes, you're going to lead the way. I go, no, I'm not. I go, get away from me. He made me go to the front of the line. And I think Tommy was like, bro, get your hands off her or something. Like, it was like, he grabbed my arm and he was like, you're going to lead, because he knew I was crapping my pants. But we ended up getting kicked out because the one guy, Jason, he whispered something in my ear, and I got hot at him, and I turned around, I started screaming at him, and then the one guy went like this with his knife, and he stabbed me in the arm. He like caught me with his knife, and it hurt. Ooh. And then like Tommy got in a fight with that guy, and then like everybody was fighting, and they were like, you guys gotta leave.
You can't take wrestlers to a haunted house. They start fighting.
And me and Lou were just crapping our pants because we were so scared, but it was just a mess. And
he should have had one of his signs with him. He could have just started beating him with it.
No, I'll never forget. It was the Scream. The Scream guy.
Ghostface.
Yeah. He came out and he was like this, and he went boom, and it hit, and I went, oh, and he caught me like right in the arm with his plastic knife. And it was just chaotic. And everybody was fighting. And it's really tight knit, like close quarters. So we were like all kinds of like this, and then everybody just started fighting. Everybody was fighting.
Well, me, this time of the year, I go on the horror movie binge, but I go back and I watch old school, schlocky 80s, 70s horror that I've never seen before. And thanks to the massive, massive database that I have at my disposal, I watched a movie called Funhouse over the weekend that I'd never seen before. That was awesome. Just love finding movies never seen before, never heard of, that are so good that
very good.
They don't beat you over the head with the gore, but it's got enough of it had, like the monster, and it was stupid. It was just like the screamy ghost, like freaky person. But it just was good. It's a little psychological, but it was a fun house in a carnival.
Right.
Never heard of it. Loved it. Great. Enjoyed every minute of it.
The
but
clowns and stuff.
That was a fun house. It was just like, things inside a fun house, but it was like carny people and just loved it. But then that, there was that, and then there was another one I watched. What was it? I forget the name of it, but just good stuff. But you have to watch some sort of horror movie this week. You have to.
See, horror movies and me don't get along because
you have to. Somebody said here in the chat, Five Nights at Freddy's. Come on, the kids don't want to see that.
No, absolutely not.
Really?
No. That's not good for children. That's horror.
I think is it a PG-13?
I don't know. My son's 11.
He could cover his eyes.
Oh, Jesus.
I was watching Nightmare on Elm Street at like 7.
I used to love Trauma. Like that kind of horror was fun because it was the funny kind of horror. But I will tell you,
we don't want to show him Trauma. No.
I don't know. Oh no, there's boobies there.
There's a ton of movies. No.
He'll be like, wow. So you speaking of a fun house, I actually went to, is it the Tampa State Fair? I went to a fair in Florida. And I videotaped it, and I cannot find the footage, and I wish I had it. It was the most carny thing I have ever seen in my life. It was like a tent. Like you went underneath, you went through the tent, and they had like exhibits, like different, like the bearded lady was over here.
Right.
The one that cracked me up, it was this little fish bowl, and the mermaid was swimming in it, right? And she's like looking at me and well, here you can see the projector was like right in plain sight, and the curtain, she was behind it. She's doing this, like I can see behind the curtain. It was so corny, and it was the best thing ever. And I videotaped everything, and I can't find the videotape. I wish to God I had it because it was so bad. It was so bad. The snake man. Like you could tell, like the costume stopped like at his neck, and his head's like, it was so great. That kind of stuff I'll do, but like the horror stuff that scares me, like I'm so scared of it. So
yeah, you got to give me one.
Movie?
Give me one. Go watch. Just watch something. One thing. Give me something. Even like you won't watch like a Nightmare on Elm Street.
I mean, maybe I'll watch Halloween.
Boring.
I'm scared. I did enjoy the Saw movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Those are so gory.
I thought it was a good plot. It was good because
the first one is okay.
Yeah, that's the only one I saw.
Okay. The second one, I think is actually okay. But then, like, I think they're up to like 7 or 8 or something. Oh my God. It's like, just stop. It's like, we get it. You guys do some really gross stuff.
Yeah. Like, I can't watch The Exorcist because of the whole religion thing that's in there. That freaks me out. When you mix religion into it, I can't because I get freaked out.
Oh, no. There's a new Exorcist that
it's
gotten bad reviews. Oh, I'll give you a good one. Okay. No, you have to watch this one. Again, the massive database at my disposal. Thank you very much.
It's mine.
What was it called? It was basically Back to the Future meets Happy Death Day. Okay. Oh God. Totally killer. And it's about a girl who goes back to 1987 she goes back to the 80s, and she has to help save these girls from being murdered, and ultimately her mom from being murdered. But she goes back to the 80s, and she brings like the current day, like social stuff to the 80s. And it's just very funny how like she doesn't understand how things were going on back then. And she brings like some of like the woke stuff to the 80s. Like she doesn't understand why people do the things that they do.
Right.
I thought it was great, and they could have done another one, but they kind of left it not open for it. But if there's one I think you would enjoy, it's that. Totally killer. Check that out.
That's what it's called?
Yes.
And I have it?
Yes.
Okay. We'll try. 10. Saw 10. Oh, Saw 10.
Saw 10.
Oh my God, the 10th one. Good Lord. Yeah, I think I saw the first one. And I was like, that's Jigsaw, right? Isn't that his name with the circles on the circles on his face? I don't know, man. I used to really love horror movies. And then once I had children, I got freaked out because I'm just like, oh my God, God forbid, what if that happens to us? I don't want to see it. Get out of here. You know? Dads don't go through that, but mothers do. And I thought I was crazy and I thought I was the only one, but it's a thing. Other mothers have said the same thing. So I'm not alone.
Yeah. I wish that, look, back in the day, they were a little bit more okay with us watching horror movies and, the movies that came out, we were a little bit more easier to digest them. Now, I mean, I won't let my kids watch some of the movies that come out like horror movie wise, but man, I wish I did because I loved watching horror movies at Halloween, like the Freddy's or the Jason movies or the Halloweens or the whatever. It's such a big part of growing up. And I still go back and watch them now, man. It's such an awesome piece of growth, just like your life that's still there. But it's just, I don't know. I just don't want my kids watching it.
No, my kids are never going to watch. You know what I want to watch?
What?
The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Yeah, I didn't watch that at all this year.
Gotta watch it, man.
Didn't watch that. Disney Disney on YouTube has Halloween Town on loop.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's one of their Disney Channel originals.
Oh, all right. Well, I don't know. We're going to give a 5-minute warning, guys, for the Charles Chip Jar for the prize this evening. $5 get you in. And if not, in about 5 minutes, we're going to draw. But yeah, we just wanted to come on and say hi to everybody and see what was going on. Ouija board. Angela's talking about a Ouija board. That freaked me out as a kid too. Somebody had a Ouija board and somebody always pushed it and it was such BS. Jay, $5 super chat. Which ECW guys would survive a horror movie? Which guys wouldn't? What a cool question. Jay, you're going back into Charles Chip Jar, buddy. I think Sandman would survive. I think he put his cigarette out in their faces and killed them.
Do they get to have their weapons then?
What weapons?
Like the Sandman get to have his cane.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah, he could use his cane. Who else would survive? I think, let's see. I think I would never survive. I think I would die. I'd be the first one they kill because I'm a big wuss. I'm going by the story about the tornado that I told before. Everybody cried. All the boys. Tommy Dreamer would not survive. Carino would not survive. Who else was there? I think Jack Victory would not survive. I think Sign Guy would not survive. I think they were all crying like little bitches. But I wasn't. I sat on the bed and ate pizza and watched TV as I saw the tornado touch down. So maybe I'm cooler than I think I am.
It's usually the girl who survives at the end of a horror movie.
Maybe I find a chainsaw and I just start running through the forest and just killing everybody. I don't know. Who do you think would survive?
Big Ned, New Jack.
New Jack. He was the horror movie, Ned said.
Yeah, New Jack's a good one. I mean, Sabu.
I don't know.
Sabu would take a lot of the punishment.
I think Sabu, I don't know. I think he might be a little too out of it to survive.
I have to say, we've already seen a wrestling versus zombies movie.
That's true.
So one guy did get almost all the way to the end of the movie.
Piper. But he wasn't an ECW guy.
No. Shane got almost to the end of the movie.
Oh, Shane, yeah.
But did not survive. So
I don't think Shane would survive.
He got almost there. It's almost to the end.
Shane would worry about his hair.
He turned at the end of the movie.
Yeah, I don't think Shane would survive. I think Balls Mahoney might have a good shot at surviving. He was a caveman. So I feel like he would be good. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know. We'd probably all die in the end. I think Paul Heyman would probably be the lone survivor because he could bullshit his way out of a friggin' paper bag. The man could talk his way out of
the monsters. He'd talk
the
monsters.
He'd say, listen, everybody,
them.
Let's just settle down here. And he'd cut a promo, and then they'd all go, you know what, Paul, you have a really good point. And they'd let him live.
He would join the monsters while the monsters were ahead. And then if the ECW guys took the advantage again, he'd be like, guys, I was with you the whole time. I just went on their camp just to make sure I got on the inside.
That's hilarious. Oh, Terry Funk would survive. That's true. Terry Funk was a tough SOB. He'd probably survive as well. So many people.
That's a great question, Jay.
That is a great question, Jay. I would have to do a list. Yeah, they'd smoke a bowl during RVD and Sabu.
They'd be underneath the bleachers.
That's what I said about arena. Sabu. I think he might be a little too high. I don't know. That's hilarious, though. I like that question. I don't know. I think we're going to pick. Shoot.
Well, did you reveal the prize yet?
Oh, no. The prize, we're going to do another Zoom call, I think, once the dust settles. So we'll just, we'll set that up with the Chad man, the Bark Knight, if you will. And, oh, yeah, Tracy Smothers would definitely survive because he beat up a bear. If he could beat up a bear, he could beat up a zombie.
Yeah, so the prize is
oh, you tell Tracy she's welcome. I'm glad she liked the video.
Prize is a Zoom call. I'm going to flash my email here at the end that you will contact if you are picked to be the winner. And then you can email me some times that you're available, and we'll get it set up.
Who is that?
Oh, I can't tell.
It's Jay.
Oh, Jay.
Hey.
Jay, come on, buddy. I'll get Jay. There's the email, but I think you might have it already.
Jay, we haven't talked in a really long time, so I'm happy you won. Yeah, just email Chad, and we'll get it taken care of. Appreciate you guys. I have a big announcement to make, but I can't make it yet. We'll make it soon. I think
when are you gonna make the big announcement?
Well, I can't do it yet. I have to wait. But I am dying to tell you guys what's going on, but I can't say it yet. So look for something to be coming out soon. Can we plug the Virginia date since it's in 3 weeks?
Yeah, let me.
Anybody from Virginia Beach or Virginia?
Surrounding area, even North Carolina, you can make the drive.
Is it too far from North Carolina?
No, you can make the ride if you're in North Carolina.
North Kakalaki?
Unless you're a wimp.
I don't get down there very often. So if anybody is in the Virginia Beach area, I will be making a rare appearance on November 10th?
11th.
11th? My bad.
I'm going to pull it up from your Twitter.
We're going to pull it up.
Give me a minute. Hold on. Keep talking.
11 to 1.
11 to 1
is the time. And
757 sports cards and collectibles.
I was going to say I don't know the place, but I know the time.
The Virginia Beach Field House.
Okay.
757 sports cards. Hold on. Here it is. Right there.
Diggs from Beaver County, Pennsylvania.
So you can pick up 757 sports cards on Twitter. They're on Instagram. They're on Facebook. You're going to see Francine, some football players, baseball players, 250 plus vendors, sports cards, comic books, Pokemon, action figures, Funko Pops. There's a huge consigner, an eBay consigner called DC Sports 87 that's going to be there. And they're like one of the biggest eBay sellers. So if you bring your item there and can work with them, they'll bring you some huge return on your sales. There'll be a grading company there. So if you bring your cards there, they'll grade your cards. So huge show. 2020 Lansdowne Centerway, Virginia Beach, Virginia. It's a great group of people. Don't miss it if you're anywhere near the Virginia Beach listening area.
Yeah. Sounds good. I'm excited to be there. Like I said, I haven't been to Virginia Beach since ECW, so it's been, 25 years, maybe. It's been a very long time. So if you're in the area, please come see me and say hello. And if you're in Wisconsin area, I will be there on, I believe it's December 2nd for, what is it, Blizzard Brawl? Did you say?
Blizzard Brawl, yep.
Blizzard Brawl, blah. And I'll have more information about both projects on my Twitter page, along with a huge announcement. As soon as I can tell you guys, I will. But until then, thanks for joining us. I hope everybody has a great Halloween, remainder of the week and weekend.
Wait,
yes.
Hold on. One more thing.
Yes.
Make sure they subscribe to the channel. Grab a channel memberships. You will not be disappointed. Tons of exclusive stuff on there, old episodes, new content, and more coming. So please stay tuned to hear.
Yes. If you're not subscribed, please do so. And if there's something that you want us to cover, talk about on the next podcast, leave it below. Let us know. We'll do it for you. And we have no problem doing that. We take requests. So you could leave it in the comments here below. Let us know what you want to see next. And until then, that's a wrap. Thank you so much. We love you guys. We appreciate you. And have a good evening.
See ya.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween from the Bark Knight.